We are beachballs.com. We're beach balls never do out of season. I'll get this pretty much out of the way because this is one of our biggest questions that we get a lot. Is what do you do at beachballs.com? Kind of like they're afraid to hear what our response may be, but we sell beach balls. And I kind of whisper it sometimes to them, depending on how they ask, but and then the looks you get after that, like, okay. Yeah, we sell beach balls and only beach balls. So we're basically what you call a very narrowly focused business, a niche business or a niche business, whatever side of the river track you're from. And to get into the evolution over the past 5 years of our business, it wasn't really a desire for beach balls or anything like that. It started really in the late 90s. I needed a nickname, so for one of those Prodigy or CompuServe programs, beach ball was what I picked. And eventually bought the domain in the late 90s. And nothing happened to it. I mean, what do you do with it? Various conversations occurred over the years, you know. We have this domain, what do we do with it? We can't sell. We kind of jokingly talk, yeah, well, let's go sell beach balls and see what happens. But that always ended with little giggles and things like that. Because the idea seemed a little extreme. But things started to heat up in 2008 and then especially in 2009 when we said, well, let's try to see what we can do maybe for next year's Riverfest event in Secret. Put a site up, sell some beach balls, some inflatables or whatever. And in 2009, I think one of the motivating factors behind my getting more involved in the idea of actually doing something like this was there was an offer on the table for the domain name itself. Someone said, okay, we'll give you like $25,000. After discussions, we said, sure, let's let it go. Well, they changed their mind. Aggravation is a great motivator. So quickly after that, the site was nothing but a beach ball, but quickly after that, failed negotiations, it said beach ball and it said coming soon. So throughout 2009, we decided we have to, let's do this. You know, my wife spent some time doing some research, but there's a few things you need in order to actually have a business online. You need all that legal stuff, you need the product, and you need, what's the third thing you need?
Customers.
Well, customers is what you need a website. That seemed like, I guess everybody thought, well, that's easy for you to do because that's what you do for a living, you build these things. It's not that easy to build your own product for yourself. So Christina spent some time searching the internet trying to find out where these beach balls come from. Guess where they come from?
China.
Yeah, where they come from. So she found a contact over there. There was some talk back and forth about what we could get done. We wanted something different. We wanted some big ones. But we didn't have a whole lot of money to put into this. Certainly we couldn't go to the bank and go, we want to get a loan from a company called beachballs.com. We sell beach balls. That seemed, that wasn't going to happen. So we took some money out of my home equity, more than I thought we would ever do. And negotiated with a company in China to get some beach balls, some giant beach balls. We had a hard time getting any suppliers in the U.S. to actually take it seriously because this is in my attic. We were starting this in our home. We finally got a supplier in the U.S. to take it seriously and actually ship us some balls. They wouldn't ship us directly to us. We had to get a warehouse for them to ship it to. So there's a lot of complications in getting this whole thing started. Plus this thing still had to be built. And I was coming out less than a month to go. I was like, okay, what do we do? Just get the thing up. So the pressure was on. We set a date, July 10th, for the Nantucket Riverfest to get this thing up and running. It seemed like an appropriate time to do it. Well, the week of the launching of this website, the balls started to arrive. You know, That's the stress and everything that went into it was there. We had the site almost done, and we had no product. The merchant account was finalized the day we put the site out. Things were just tight, but you know, it all kind of worked out. Nobody seemed to know. We put it out, and there you go. We had about 2,000 beach balls in stock sitting in our attic, and we had a cell phone for our telephone number. We added it to our friends and family package. We didn't want to spend a great deal of money on this because we didn't think this was actually going to work. There's a lot that went into development I don't have enough time for. But talking to the merchant guy on Friday morning, going, I need to stop. I need my account. And he finally got it together. And here we go. Boom! Wow! Cool. This is the second generation of our site. And then we were doing the Nantucket River Fest, and that's where we had a little booth display and everything. And the rest is basically a crazy little race. Someone explained it to me one time. It's kind of like you took a lasso and wrapped it around a horse. You thought maybe a pony, but it turned out to be a little bit of a monkey bronco. I've been chased ever since. We got the order the day after we put the site up. Wow! I was like, man, somebody actually ordered beach balls. And then we had no idea what to do next. We figured, well, U.S. Postal Service will do that. So we're running to, talk about planning. We're running to the Postal Service it was on Sunday night to get boxes so we could ship the first order. We went to California. I had the shipping rates all wrong. I figured $5 per yard. That was not correct. But as time went on, we started to get a better handle of how to do things. As orders were actually starting to come in. It wasn't a lot at first, thank goodness, because we weren't ready for anything like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 a day. And then it got to the point where we're both in the attic at midnight, going back and forth, boom, boom, boom. And my daughter's in her room upstairs because she could hear it, boom, boom. The tape ripping, and we're doing like 15 orders. And after about a year of that insanity, we had to get out of the house. We probably had about 25,000 beach balls sitting in our attic. And beach balls are not light, as you may think. They can weigh anywhere up to 10, 15. We have some that weigh 50 pounds. We had to get out because our house was no longer a house. It was our business that we just happened to be living in. And the FedEx ground people, big trucks didn't really necessarily go down the back alley. We moved. We moved out to the highway where we had a lot more space. I think it's about maybe 3,500 square feet. And that was like really cool. Okay, we got lots of space now. We have an office. We had to actually get real phone numbers. And I think people were starting to actually take us a little bit seriously. Where the shipping company we use, FedEx, was actually coming to us to see how they could help. The Postal Service, which we also ship beach balls out as well, actually offering assistance and help. I no longer had to run to the post office. They came to us. I'm like, this is nice. We had to hire help. It was us. We brought in some help. We've added to that help. We've added to the selection. I think we can basically say that we're probably the world's largest exclusive online beach ball retailer. Exclusive is the key word. Because we haven't been able to find anybody else who has this many. We've built it over the past probably 4.5 years we have about 500 different kinds of beach balls. Sizes, colors, and things like that. There's 127,000 in stock. To give you kind of an idea, I think we're a mystery, and that's fine. I like being behind it. Being in front of you can be a little intimidating. I've always been behind everything, so this seemed great. I didn't have to be on there. These are not my pictures. I'm not going to be on there showing you a beach ball or anything like that. The first year we did this, it was like 6 months. We shipped out 7,500 beach balls. I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. We had, 780 orders? in 2009. And then things got really insane in 10, 11, 12. We did 43,000 beach balls the following year. Half that was just us. Then we had to bring in help. We're close to probably 250,000 beach balls being shipped this year. Which I don't know how we do that. I really don't. We have somebody who packs now. We have the shipping down to a science. And we have customer service. We have ways that people can help, that they can actually get live help. We made it, one thing I wanted to do with our site was allow people to contact us, even though the product may be a little goofy. We put our phone number up there, but it's not an 800 number. For one, I like 628-8888. It's a great number. And everybody can call, pretty much free now anyway. I also wanted people to have the ability to contact us there if they have any questions or something like that. We want people to call us, and they actually do call. I mean, the phone sometimes, I remember one afternoon I took about 32 phone calls from the time customer service left in the afternoon to the time I was able to leave later that night. And I always kind of joke about it. We get the same 6 questions over and over again. How do you even play these? Really, we do. Can we get it tomorrow? I remember the first time somebody asked me that back in September of 2009. I was like, really? These tomorrow. That's when we brought in FedEx. And that's when things really started to kind of take off. Again, that's a question we get packages go out daily. Obviously, they go overnight, 2-day, people give us the day they need them. And what I think, I serve as the chief inflation architect. That's my unofficial title, but we're quickly becoming one of the world's probably the best beach ball logistic experts. We can get beach balls to you, manufactured overseas, to you in probably about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. And we can speed that up if we need to. We can speed it up if you can give us a little extra money. Things like that. Advertising, I tried Google. We were ranked high. And this is something, if you have a website, we had good ranking with Google anyway. Really. But advertising with Google is what really kicked things off. And it started escalating. And now we have a company that manages all that because I can get things up. I don't know where we're going next. Retail. Getting our product in the stores. Have I missed anything? I know I missed a whole bunch, and my time is up. What do I
do a quick Q&A, if that's okay, in case there's some questions.
Anybody have any questions?
Did you have to do anything at the beginning with your website to get you to show up as more searchable than any other company?
Fortunately, not a lot. What we did is the site had been up. It was just a beach ball, just a picture of a beach ball for years. And it's one particular product. It's very good. It's beach ball again.
That's the problem with a lot of my clients is trying to get their business ranked high and when people are doing the searches. I didn't know anything special.
If you have a product that a lot of people get, jewelry, just products that are really common, that can be more difficult. When you have a product that there's not a whole lot of competition. I mean, everybody sells beach balls, but there's not a whole lot of competition online for unique niche products. And when you specialize in something, it helps. We were ranked 1, 2, probably for the first year in organic searches, but that didn't really help as much as advertising. We put up advertising with Google and Yahoo and Bing, the sales just escalated. In fact, I would pause ads so I could take a break.
Do you have Google balls? Big Google balls?
Just beach balls. We're trying to stick this to beach balls.
What's your most popular beach ball? Is it sports related or is it just a regular old beach ball?
Surprisingly enough, like they were. It's the clear and white beach balls.
Clear
and white. Actually, those guys you're seeing right now on the screen are not our most popular. We don't have a whole lot of stock in it. Clear and white, we have trouble keeping in stock.
Now, have you heard how Amazon is going to start delivering with drones? And you
Yes.
can get your package within 30 minutes?
Yeah, I'm thinking that's probably going to be years and years down the road. And maybe by then we'll be big enough where we can actually buy our own drone. But we're not a business that can take advantage of that. We don't have locations all over the country. Yeah, just throw them all out. But our customers, believe it or not, our customers are not here. We tried local advertising, we tried a variety of different local advertising methods, but our customers are just not in Delaware or in the Eastern Shore.
So who's your client then? Like,
Is it family?
is it family or businesses buying? I'm just trying to think of the clear ball as your most popular one. What's the point behind the clear ball? Who's buying that?
Like it's kind of surprising. There's a musician in Vegas where he buys clear balls, a 36-inch size clear ball, a lot. And what he does is he throws them out to the audience. Whoever catches it, it has to come up and he makes them disappear. Things like that. I mean, he actually bought a couple hundred of them over the weekend. Drained my inventory on that particular product. Just frustrating because it took me 2.5 months to get it. But okay, but it's businesses, it's just events, people who decorate.
Following up on that comment about the magician, how about this Kelly and Michael, the talk show in the morning,
Yeah.
when they have beach time or whatever, and all of a sudden a lot of beach balls are being thrown around. Wouldn't someone like that be tied into you? And you could obviously piggyback off of them using your beach balls on that show, for instance.
Yeah, they have a coupon code they use.
They are you?
Yeah.
Well,
Nice.
I already know that now, all right.
There's, yeah, it's all of the major, and it's kind of surprising. You have ABC, CBS, NBC, Disney. They're all customers.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
How do you go about, though? I saw one of the beach balls was carrying a corporate symbol, which was Ford. If I wanted to order the beach balls from you with such and such a corporate symbol on it, how do you get authority to actually produce that logo on your beach ball? Yeah.
These are one of ours. Very simple logo. But yeah, we can take your logo. Avocado is one.
But you actually have to get authorization though to use that corporate logo on your beach balls, though, right?
But it usually comes from them. Yeah, they have to.
So
Yeah.
they're a customer of yours.
Yeah, they did imprint. There's a lot of different companies who we imprint for. That's one of our, I have a little slideshow right here as far as people that we've done imprint for. It could be for a party, it could be for a kid's party. A lot of people think we just sell one beach ball to little Jimmy, so you can play with it, it's cool. There's sometimes just lots of them to go out on package to a corporate event. I'm sitting there looking at them.
Well, my last question then, it goes from 4 inches to 10 feet. Did I see
Yes.
one advertised up there that goes as large as 10 feet?
This is Ford. This is our retro. Pretty popular beach ball because it's cheap. Now we went up at one time to 17 feet. But a gentleman in New Jersey bought the last one. They do large, 10-foot big white blue. We must have sold that one in the signature. Oh, here, there's the signature series. Signature series basically is what we call what we think a beach ball should look like. It's yellow, it's red, it's blue. They all look like that. We have a whole series of matching beach balls. But they're used for events. There was what's Katy Perry? She has it.
Well, the prices on them aren't necessarily necessarily cheap, are they? Looks like they're pretty expensive.
For the larger balls, yeah. And contrary to popular belief, things you get manufactured overseas are not 2 or 3 cents.
Yeah.
And they do benefit a lot of people in this area. And there's one particular, kind of like put this together, kind of like try to scramble and see what beach balls are used for, because I knew that might be a question. I didn't apply. They had to have these overnighted. Running a deadline on getting this ad done. This is a commercial for McDonald's, and their idea was to have all of these balls just floating down.
I have one last suggestion. There is a community college, technical community college.
I've heard of that.
Wouldn't it be wonderful if they had a beach ball?
Yes.
That was their own beach ball that basically would be marketed, obviously, as far as promotion for the college. Wouldn't that be a wonderful idea?
That would be awesome. You can tell us what color beach ball you want, what size beach ball you want. Give us your imprint.
This gentleman right here is
I'm guessing it has a little bit of green in it.
Yes, it does.
You get little ones.
I think it would be a great idea.
We have time for one more question. Any other questions? No? Okay. What can we do, in closing, I always like to ask, what can we do as a community to support and help you grow?
We are looking for space.
More space?
I'm looking for a commercial building that's just under sprinkler square footage in the secret area.
Which is what, 20, was it not 10,000 or 20,000?
Between 7 and 9,000 square feet.
7.
I got one too.
You got it. And it doesn't have to be retail, it can be in the middle of the woods. Actually, that would be perfect because we put a little beach in the background, in the back. And that's where we take our photos. We're not looking for retail. Space. That was super. And she's the one who's on the 2014 plan to expand. Vice President. Am I missing anything? Oh, hey, these were our commemorative globes for December 21st, 2012, when we thought the world was going to end. So you can buy the globe and have it as a memory when the whole thing falls apart. We're still here.